In this movie, we're going to take a look at how to create rolling titles for vertically moving titles like film credits and crawling titles for horizontally moving titles like title feeds. Let's take a look. So I want to add some credits to the end of my show. So I'm going to come up to Title, New Title, Default Roll. So I'm going to name this Letterpress Credits and say OK. And I can begin just typing in here from scratch, or I can copy and paste text from a word processing document. Now, I just want to create a very simple title, so I'll just type a few names in here. And a lot of credits have a straight up and down gutter in the middle, so that's how I'm going to set this up. So I'm going to just click on my type tool, and I'll type in the text for my left column. And we'll do another one over here. And let's right justify that. And this is left justified. So here's my gutter up and down the middle. I'll go ahead and select both of those and give it a new style. That's nice. Yeah, I think I'll do that one though. And let's decrease the size of the text here. And move that one over a little bit, like so. And just move them both down just a little bit. And I'll put crew at the top. Now I need to come up and select Roll Crawl Options. And as you can see, it's set up as a roll, but I need to check these two boxes, Start Off Screen and End Off Screen. And I'll say OK, and I'll close this. And I'll drag it to the end here. And let's make sure that the music goes over it. And let's just play. All right, so if I would like that to go faster, I just trim it in. But in our case, I probably want it to go just a little slower. So I'm going to trim it out and trim the music out as well. And let's see how we like this speed. And I can tweak that if I want. But for right now, I just want to show you how a crawl works. And it works pretty much the same way. There are a couple ways to create a crawl. First, it's one of the options within that Roll Crawl Options box. So I could just double click on my title and then come up to my Roll Crawl Options and change it to crawl left or crawl right. We read left to right, so most of the time it's crawl left. But again, this is a bad example for a crawl, so I'll cancel out of here and create one from scratch. I'll just press the backslash to zoom out a little bit, and I'll put a crawl over this montage here. So I will come up to Title, New Title, Default Crawl, and I'll just call this Letterpress Crawl, and OK. And I'll grab my type tool, and I'm going to type call 557-7624 to inquire about the many services of Creative Letterpress. And I could give that a title style, but I think I'm just going to do some very basic adjustments here. Maybe a little bit smaller. And I'll come down to stroke, and I'll add an outer stroke and increase the size of that a little bit. And I'll add a shadow. I think that'll be okay. Now I need to come up to Roll Crawl Options. And for a crawl, what I like to do is end off screen, but not start off screen. And you'll see why in just a moment. It's still going to start off screen, but instead of having the entire title start off screen, it's just going to come right in off stage. So I'll say OK and close that. And let's go ahead and just drag this over my montage. Let me zoom in, ++. And I think it'll probably need a little bit longer to crawl over. I'll click in the middle here and press X to see how long it is, and it's about 10 seconds. Let's see if that's good. So I'll play. If I thought it was a little bit slow, I could trim that in. If I thought it was a little bit fast, I could trim it out. And of course, if I wanted to modify it, I would just double click and then change things around as I needed to. So whether you're creating a simple roll or crawl, it's easy to design and configure it right within the Premiere Pro title tool.